We are back to our show again. Good morning, Kuwait. We're moving for our first interview segment. After this interesting introduction, we are glad to have with us today His Excellency Dr. Adarsh Swaika. He is the ambassador of India to the state of Kuwait. Hello, Your Excellency, and good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me on your show, Mr. Aziz.
You're most welcome, and thank you so much for joining us on our show, Good Morning, Kuwait. Your Excellency, the state of Kuwait and Republic of India share a unique relationship. How can you describe to us about the extent of this relationship from the past and also present and even the future, Your Excellency?
India and Kuwait share a very close and historical relationship. I think most of the Kuwaitis know that our relationship is based on people-to-people contacts. There were extensive contacts during the 19th century, the 20th century, and these have been the building blocks of our relationship when it comes to modern times as well. Nice. That's why you see a big, large Indian community in Kuwait. But if you speak about the diplomatic relations, I would say that you take any segment of bilateral relation, be it political or economic or culture or even people-to-people contacts, our relations score, I think, full marks to our relations on most of the scores. But it's not to say that we can't improve on that. There is tremendous scope for improvement. That's where both sides are trying to do, from the embassy front, from your government side. So there is a conscious effort to improve on the relationship, to build on the relationship, and in fact there are a number of agreements, institutional mechanisms to do that. So overall I would say that our relationship is very good today, but there is a lot of scope for improvement, particularly in sectors of mutual interest.
Nice, and we also appreciate the bilateral diplomatic relation between the two friendly countries, from the mutual exchange, trading exchange, and long time ago in our ancestors, so Republic of India and State of Kuwait share even a unique relationship. Let's talk more about your latest event, Your Excellency, about Explore the Amazing India. I know there is also our colleague Sarah Al-Bakr used to be moderating for this event. We'll talk about the tourism sectors in the Republic of India. What do you want to say for this kind of event, Your Excellency?
We organized this event, as you mentioned. It was Explore Incredible India last week, 11th October, and we are very happy to see a very good turnout of tour operators from Kuwait. So this event was more in the nature of a B2B event, where we called most of the travel agents in Kuwait. I know that in Kuwait, people generally, like in India, we have a family doctor, you have a family travel agent. Yes, so I think we engaged with these travel agents. We flew in a lot of destination management companies from India. We flew in some of the top hotels like Leela, like Oberoi and Taj. Their representatives had come. And we did a B2B networking event. We showcased some of the destinations which are actually not popular in Kuwait. For example, if you ask average Kuwaiti where in India you have gone or where you would like to go, they will say maybe Mumbai, Kerala, yes, Goa, Delhi. That's full stop. But there are some Kuwaitis which are exploring various other destinations. For example, many of our viewers may not know that if you, like most of you, travel during summers, and we have excellent locations for summer tourism. For example, we have hill stations in the north. You go to Kashmir, you go to Uttaranchal, you go to Uttarakhand, Shimla, Kulu Manali, Nainital, Srinagar, Leh Ladakh. Down south you have Uti. So there are so many places. Then we have things like adventure sports has come out very well. Historical monuments, I think India is replete any state you go. So I think there is so much to do. And this event also helped us in reaching out to these travel agents.
Nice.
We also made very clear that so far as visa is concerned, we are very liberal. We give it within a day. We have 3 outsourcing centers in different parts of Kuwait City, so people can easily go and apply for the visa. So I think we would like to see a good increase. People are going, I would say a lot of Kuwaitis are going to India, but definitely I think these destinations need to be explored.
Nice. The good thing, Your Excellency, you opened too many different certain interesting topics. We're going to talk all of them later because we have something to discuss more. We'll talk about something important, Your Excellency, about the 18th G20 summit, the presence of too many excellencies and important and public figures. So what do you want to elaborate for the summit, which already held in New Delhi?
This was the first G20 summit which India organized. Therefore, I think we went in with a lot of preparations. I was in Delhi last year before coming to Kuwait, and I saw really how we had mobilized the entire ministry. But it was a whole of government approach. Not only did our Ministry of External Affairs was in the forefront, all the ministries of government of India were involved. We involved our states. See, we are a federal structure. Okay. And apart from the center, there are a lot of states and union territories. So the G20 was taken to every state. So more than 200 G20 meetings were held in 60 cities of India. Okay. So if you ask today an average Indian what a G20 is, he will tell you something or the other about it. So that was a success in making it a people's G20. But apart from that, if you look at whenever a summit of such nature occurs, if you look at the substantive outcomes, they were tremendous. And the foremost, I would say, would be that the leaders' declaration was adopted by consensus, and that's a big achievement in today's geopolitical context.
Nice.
The second important outcome, I would say, is admission of African Union as a permanent invitee to the G20. Okay. And this was a long-standing demand.
This is something new.
This was a long-standing demand of the African Union, and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he took upon himself and he wrote to all the G20 leaders, and we made it show that African Union is a part of G20.
That's why we're also wishing the Republic of India more prosperity and development, in case what they are doing, even for they're organizing such a huge summit. And this is like that we are very proud from the two friendly countries. We'll talk about something else. We have too many certain topics, Your Excellency. Now we're back again here in the state of Kuwait. I was honored and privileged to meet you when you just came to the state of Kuwait. You had like a very big dinner in the embassy itself. That was a good chance to cooperate and meeting each other. And you discovered the Kuwaiti mutual culture between India and Kuwait. Can you describe to us about the mutual culture between the two friendly countries, Your Excellency?
I didn't get you. Mutual?
Yeah. Mutual culture.
Culture. Oh. No, this is something I think I would say that very, very strong connection on the cultural front, and it comes naturally because of the people-to-people contact.
Yes.
Because historically, your Kuwaitis have been going to India, Indians have been coming to Kuwait.
Long time ago.
Yes,
yeah.
so it's a natural offspring, I would say, of our people-to-people interactions. And whether you take cinema, you take music, dance, food, even what the language we speak, a lot of common words. Okay. So everywhere you would find that there is a lot of cultural affinity between our two countries. And particularly Bollywood, I would say. Yeah. And I think a lot of Indian actors are so famous, whether you take from the yesteryears of Amitabh Bachchan or even Anil Kapoor, and recent and of current generation, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, and Deepika Padukone. So all are so famous in Kuwait. Recently I went to a cinema hall to see an Indian movie, and I was expecting that 90% of the crowd would be in Indian. But actually it was the opposite. It was 90% was Kuwaitis and expats, and they were understanding even the words and the songs and all that. So I was really amazed to see the kind of affinity people have for Indian culture. But we do organize a lot of events from time to time. Earlier this year we had this Festival of India. Recently, last month, we participated in your summer festival, and with our own in-house talent, people who are in Kuwait, they engage in a lot of cultural activities. So I think all these people are extremely talented. They put up this summer festival show, and we are looking forward to Hala Kuwait celebrations next year. And so I think culture is something we keep on doing, and we will continue doing. So I think
it's a good thing, like you say all the time, Your Excellency, like this is the mutual culture between the two friendly countries, people-to-people relationship, interacting. You're already discovering it as well. Like you feel like you are at your home. Yes. This is your second country, state of Kuwait. Because today we spoke about too many formal things like conferences and latest events. We'll talk about in the off-air, we spoke about your next conference will be next week on Monday, right? So what can you elaborate for this such a conference? Like it will be different than the latest one in travel. Now talk about something serious that time.
We are thinking of, I won't say thinking, we are organizing an event on information technology on Monday the 23rd. And this is something where India proudly can say that they have a lot of expertise in this area. Globally, we have been acknowledged on this front. And we feel that this is a very, very promising sector of collaboration between our two countries. See, today you take any economic activity, there is an IT component in it.
Yes.
So you can't wish away IT. So what we are doing is we have called around, we called a large number of companies, so around 12 to 15 companies with 25 delegates are coming from our National Association of Software and Services Companies. This is our body, national body. and they're coming here. In this event, we have called all the stakeholders in Kuwait, whether it is the Central Agency for Information Technology, whether it is CITRA, whether it is KCCI. KCCI is partnering with us in this event. So this event will be focused on bringing stakeholders together. This delegation will have separate meetings on 22nd with KCCI, KPC, CAIT, etc. and all. But on 23rd, it is a seminar, kind of panel discussion will be there. And then in the afternoon, we are planning a B2B event. So it will be open in Four Seasons, and people can just walk in and meet these companies, and they can strike deals, or they can clarifications, all that. So this is something we feel that you have to bring stakeholders together.
Just to exchange the experience about the technologies.
Yes.
And also there is something else, Your Excellency. It will be like valued attendees, esteemed speakers, keynotes, so different, like people want to exchange between State of Kuwait, Republic of India. That's amazing. And even the presence of VIP, people are interested in the technology, about the IT and the others. So these we'll talk about. We spoke about too many conferences. Beginning in our show, you spoke about the amazing destination in India. And instead of the people are common places, you already organized latest event 11 of October about the Explore Amazing India. So I know India is like full with touristic destinations. You already elaborated, but in certain, I want to elaborate now, not in a brief, as you wish, Your Excellency. What about the new destinations you want us to discover Republic of India?
How do I say that? In my event on Incredible India, I said India offers a complete tourism package.
Okay.
And when I say that, I mean that you can go to India on any day of your 365-day calendar.
Okay.
Any day of the year you pick up, there is a tourist destination that will give you a good climate, a good weather, a lot of tourism opportunities, whether it is, and you want to go to mountains, you can go in India. You want to go to a beach, you can go in. You want to visit historical monuments, every state you will have historical monuments. You want to go to backwaters, you're there. You want to go to hill stations, you're there. You want to go to wildlife, we have hundreds of national parks. We have a place where you find lions, tigers, cheetahs, everything. You want to do adventure sports, now we have facilities for adventure sports, from mountain trekking to river rafting to parasailing, paragliding and whatnot. And on top of it, we have luxury trains.
Nice.
There are trains called Palace on Wheels. You go on that for 7 days through Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. They will take you to different cities. You go there in the morning, see the city, come back to the train, have the night is in the train. So similarly, there is a train called Maharaja Express. There is a Deccan Odyssey. Then we have recently started the world's largest cruise. It's called Ganga Vilas. It goes from India to Bangladesh. It is almost a 50-day journey. So it starts from Varanasi in India and goes to different rivers to Bangladesh. So in a sense, I would say you want to go to tea estates, you want to go to coffee gardens, everything you will find. So I want to say to my Kuwaiti friends that this is something which you may not have explored. India is much more than Kerala, Goa, Mumbai, Delhi.
Yes.
And every state you will find wonderful touristic opportunities. And why people had not been going earlier, because frankly speaking, we didn't have enough tourist infrastructure. If you would have asked me 20, 25 years back, maybe not. But today we have excellent tourist infrastructure. We have, I would say, our airports today, we have more than 150 airports. So every 2-tier cities is connected with airport. Road connectivity, we have world-class 6-lane highways, almost connecting the entire length and breadth of the country.
Nice.
Railways,
some videos.
Railways, we have started the new trains called Vande Bharat. So now these are fast trains and you can connect. Some people don't like to travel by air or by road. So train offers a convenient. We have 8,500 stations, railway stations throughout the country. So I think the biggest thing which has happened in India from tourism perspective is that tourist infrastructure is now world class.
Nice.
So therefore, tourist destinations were always there, but complemented with tourist infrastructure, I think it makes a very, very good case, and all that comes at a very, very modest price. See, pricing is always a factor for any tourist, and today I would say that if you look at an India tourism package, it will be much, much more reasonable than many destinations in the world.
Nice. And also we'll talk about something else, Your Excellency. In brief, I assume, mashallah, here in Kuwait, like Indian community in Kuwait, you know, like we are interacting with them for a long time ago, like they are our families. What do you want to say about the Indian community in the state of Kuwait, Your Excellency? I know it's like such a huge culture, diverse and always together.
No, first of all, I should thank you, through you, to all the people of Kuwait and the government of Kuwait, the leadership of Kuwait, for ensuring the well-being and welfare of Indian community. Yes, we are the largest expatriate community, and therefore there are a lot of responsibility on the community as well. And the feedback I get from my Kuwaiti friends is that Indians are hardworking and most importantly trustworthy. And that is why they are here in the largest numbers. And you can find them in every sphere, whether it is the CEOs of your top companies or engineers, all the oil companies, doctors, nurses, household workers,
different fields.
Cut across sector. It's not a specific sector. They cut across sector, and that can only happen when there is so much of trust between the two people.
Nice.
But as an embassy, this is also a challenge for us, because we have to be on our toes 24/7.
Yes.
And we are there. I want to take this platform to tell my Indian brothers and sisters that the embassy is there for you. It is a home for you. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to us whenever you are in distress or difficulty, and we will continue to improve upon our consular services. We do have a very robust services mechanism, but wherever we can do, we will try to do.
Amazing. We appreciate everything that, because between the two friendly countries, the state of Kuwait, Republic of India, share a unique relationship in different diverse of things. That's why we are appreciated, and we are very privileged today. You are with us today, Your Excellency. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aziz.
You're most welcome. So all thanks and appreciation to our guest, His Excellency Dr. Adarsh Swaika, is the Ambassador of India to the state of Kuwait. Now moving for our next report for today, dear viewers, there is no doubt that the state of Kuwait